Read the extract given below and answer the questions 1 through 7 that follow by choosing the most appropriate alternative from those given below. In the 16th century, an age of great marine and terrestrial exploration, Ferdinand Magellan led to the first expedition to sail around the world. A young Portuguese noble, he served the King of Portugal, but he became involved in the quagmire of political intrigue at court and lost the king's favor. After he was dismissed from service by the King of Portugal, he offered to serve the future Emperor Charles V of Spain. A papal decree of 1493 had assigned all land in the New World west of 50 degrees west longitude to Spain and all the land east of that line to Portugal. Magellan offered to prove that the East Indies fell under Spanish authority. On September 20, 1519, Magellan set sail from Spain with 5 ships. More than a year later, one of these ships was exploring the topography, like physical features of South America in search of a water route across the continent. This ship sank, but the remaining 4 ships searched along the southern peninsula of South America. Finally, they found the passage they sought near 50 degrees south latitude. Magellan named this passage the Strait of All Saints, but today it is known as the Strait of Magellan. One ship deserted while in the passage and returned to Spain, so fewer sailors were privileged to gaze at that first panorama of the Pacific Ocean. Those who remained crossed the meridian, now known as the International Dateline. In the early spring of 1521, after 98 days on the Pacific Ocean, during those long days at sea, many of Magellan's men died of starvation and disease. Later, Magellan became involved in an insular conflict in the Philippines and was killed in a tribal battle. Only one ship and 17 sailors under the command of Basque navigator Elcano survived to complete the westward journey to Spain and thus proved once and for all that the world is round, with no precipice at the edge. Question number 1. The 16th century was an age of great dash exploration. Option A cosmic, B land, C mental, D common man. So it was great marine and terrestrial exploration, which means land based. So here option B is the correct option. Question number 2. Magellan lost the favor of the King of Portugal when he became involved in a political dash. Option A entanglement, B discussion, C negotiation, D problem. So he was involved in a political intrigue. The synonyms of intrigue are entanglement, plot, scheme, or conspiracy. So option A can be the suitable option here. Question number 3. The Pope divided New World lands between Spain and Portugal according to their location on one side or the other of an imaginary geographical line, 50 degrees west of Greenwich, that extend in a dash direction. So it was longitude, and we know the lines of longitude run from the north to south. So option A is the correct option here. Question number 4. One of Magellan's ships explored the dash of South America for the passage across the continent. Option A coastline, B mountain range, C physical features, and D island. So they were exploring the topography, which means physical features or geography, terrain, or features of the South America. So option C is the correct option. Question number 5. 4 of the ships sought a passage along a southern dash, coast, inland, body of land with water on 3 sides, and option D is border. So they searched along the southern peninsula of South America, which means a piece of land that is surrounded by water on 3 sides but is still connected to a mainland on one side. So option C will be the suitable option here, body of land with water on 3 sides. Question number 6. The passage was found near 50 degrees south of dash. Option A Greenwich, B the equator, C Spain, or D Portugal. So here it was found 15 degrees south latitude, which means option B is the correct option here. Question number 7. In the spring of 1521, the ships crossed the dash now called the International Dateline. Option A, imaginary circle passing through the poles. B, imaginary line parallel to the equator. C, area. D, landmass. So those who remain, they cross the meridian, which refers to an imaginary line on the Earth's surface that runs from the North Pole to South Pole, connecting points of equal longitude. So here option A is the correct option, imaginary circle passing through the poles. Read the extract given below and answer the questions 8 through 12 that follow by choosing the most appropriate alternative from those given below. Remember, no men are strange, no country is foreign. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes. Like ours, the land our brothers walk upon is earth like this, in which we all shall lie. They, too, aware of sun and air and water, are fed by peaceful harvest by war's long winter starved. Their hands are ours, and in their lines we read. A labor not different from our own. Remember, they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep, and strength that can be won by love. In every land is a common life that all can recognize and understand. Let us remember, whenever we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves that we shall dispose, betray, condemn. Remember, we who take arms against each other, it is the human earth that we defile. Our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocence of the air that is everywhere our own. Remember, no men are foreign and no country strange. So I have highlighted important words or sentence in blue color. Question number A, what is there under all uniforms is? Option A, a human body. B, a single body. C, a plain body. D, a long body. So here option B is the correct option, a single body. Question number 9, what starves a man? Option A, quarrel. B, fight. C, war. D, battle. So option C is the correct option, which was highlighted in blue color as well. It's war. Question number 10, if we fight against our brothers, we, option A, starve. B, make the earth dirty. C, make the earth hellish. D, spoil the earth. So we make the earth dirty. Question number 11, what does the poet mean by who take arms? Option A, who twist arms. B, who handle arms. C, who raise voices. D, who fight together. So here, who take arms means who fight together. Question number 12, in fighting together, we, option A, shrug our shoulders. B, make the earth dirty. C, spoil the earth. D, make the earth useless. So, in fighting together, we make the earth dirty. Read the passage and select the most appropriate option given below the questions 13 through 17. One of the most intriguing stories of the Russian Revolution concerns the identity of Anastasia, the youngest daughter of Tsar Nicholas II. During his reign over Russia, the Tsar had planned to revoke many of the harsh laws established by the previous Tsars. Some workers and peasants, however, clamored for more rapid social reforms. In 1918, a group of these people, known as Bolsheviks, overthrew the government on July 17 or 18. They murdered the Tsar and what was thought to be his entire family. Although the witness vouched that all the members of the Tsar's family had been executed, there were rumors suggesting that Anastasia has survived. Over the years, the number of women claimed to be Grand Duchess Anastasia. Perhaps the most famous claimant was Anastasia Tchaikovsky, who was also known as Anna Anderson. In 1920, 18 months after the Tsar's execution, this terrified young woman was rescued from drowning in a Berlin river. She spent 2 years in a hospital where she attempted to reclaim her health and shattered mind. The doctors and nurses thought that she resembled Anastasia and questioned her about the background. She disclaimed any connection with the Tsar's family. 8 years later, however, she claimed that she was Anastasia. She said that she had been rescued by two Russian soldiers after the Tsar and the rest of her family had been killed. Two brothers named Tchaikovsky had carried her into Romania. She had married one of the brothers who had taken her to Berlin and left her there, penniless and without a vocation. Unable to invoke the aid of her mother's family in Germany, she had tried to drown herself. During the next few years, scores of the Tsar's relatives, ex-servants, and acquaintances interviewed her. Many of these people said that her looks and mannerisms were evocative of the Anastasia that they had known. Her grandmother and other relatives denied that she was the real Anastasia, however. Tired of being accused of fraud, Anastasia immigrated to the United States in 1928 and took the name Anna Anderson. She still wished to prove that she was Anastasia, though, and returned to Germany in 1933 to bring suit against her mother's family. There she declaimed to the court, asserting that she was indeed Anastasia and deserved her inheritance. In 1957, the court decided that it could neither confirm nor deny Anastasia's identity, although it will probably never be known whether this woman was the Grand Duchess Anastasia. Her search to establish her identity has been the subject of numerous books, plays, and movies. Question number 13. Some Russian peasants and workers dashed for social reform. Option A longed, B cried out, C begged, D hoped. So they clamored, which means shouted, called out, or yelled. So option B will be the correct option. They cried out for social reforms. Question number 14. Witnesses dash that all members of Tsar's family had been executed. Option A gave assurance, B thought, C hoped, D convinced some. So they vouched, which means attested, endorsed, certified, or guaranteed. So here option A will be the suitable option. They gave assurance that all the members of Tsar's family had been executed. Question number 15. Tchaikovsky initially dashed any connection with the Tsar's family. Denied, stopped, noted, justified. So she disclaimed, which means denied. So option A is the correct option here. Question number 16. She was unable to dash the aid of her relatives. Option A, locate. B, speak out. C, call upon. D, identify. So here she was unable to invoke the aid of her mother's family. So option C is the correct option, call upon. Question number 17. In court, she dashed, maintaining that she was Anastasia and deserved her inheritance. Option A, finally appeared. B, spoke forcefully. C, gave testimony. D, gave evidence. So here, she was asserting that she was indeed Anastasia. So, which means insisting or affirming. So here, option B will be the suitable option. She spoke forcefully. Question number 18. Choose the correct indirect speech of the following sentence. Dinesh asked, are you going to the party tomorrow, Rani? So here option C will be the correct indirect speech of the given sentence. That is, Dinesh asked Rani whether she was going to the party the next day. Question number 19. Correct the grammar of the given statement. The letter has already dash. It must have reached by now. Option A sent, B been sent, C sent, D been sent. So here the letter has already been sent. It must have reached by now. Question number 20. Something which can be taken for granted. Option A doctrine, B maxim, C tenet, D postulate. So here doctrine means belief, principle, ideology. Maxim means saying, principle, or rule. Similarly, tenet means principle, belief, or doctrine. Here, postulate means hypothesis or assumption. So we can take a postulate for granted because it's not a principle or rule. Question number 21. I have come to know of your hole and corner method of dealing with people. Option A strict, B servile, C secret, D suspicious. So hole and corner means an expression that is used to describe something that is secretive. So option C is the correct option, secret. Question number 22. In dash of international matters, there is always an element of risk in dash one might do. Option A, view, whichever. B, many, doing. C, defense, strong. D, case, whatever. So option D is the correct option. In case of international matters, there is always an element of risk in whatever one might do. Question number 23. Choose the correct passive voice of the following sentence. Who is creating this mess? So the correct option is option D. By whom is this mess being created? Question number 24. Choose the correct passive voice of the following sentence. Drafting a letter is a skill which can be acquired by you with a lot of practice. So option A is you may acquire the skill of drafting a letter with a lot of practice. B, drafting a letter is a skill which you will acquire with a lot of practice. D, drafting a letter is a skill which you could acquire with a lot of practice. And the last option is drafting a letter is a skill which you can acquire with a lot of practice. So here the correct passive voice is drafting a letter is a skill which you can acquire with a lot of practice. Question number 25. An incomplete statement is given with four alternate options. Pick the best one that can complete the incomplete sentence meaningfully. Because he believes in democratic principles, he always dash. Option A, decides all the matters himself. B, reconciles with the majority views and gives us his own. C, listen to others' views and enforces his own. D, shown respect to other opinions if they match his own. So here option B is the correct option. Because he believes in democratic principles, he always reconciles with the majority views and gives us his own. Question number 26. Read the statement below and find out the error in the given statement. The gambling stall was a grand success because almost everyone tried their luck. So option A is the gambling stall, B was a grand success, C because almost everyone, and D tried their luck. So here option D is the incorrect part. Question number 27. Four alternates are given for the underlined part of statement. Choose the best option that will improve the given underlined part of the statement. If the room had been brighter, I would have been able to read for a while before bedtime. Option A, if the room was brighter. B, if the room are brighter. C, had the room been brighter. And D, no improvement. So option C will be the correct option here. Had the room been brighter, I would have been able to read for a while before bedtime. Question number 28. Correct the sentence by choosing the suitable option. The population of Tokyo is greater than that of any other town in the world. Option A, greatest among any other. B, no correction required. C, greater than all other. D, greater than any other. So here no correction is required. Question number 29. Rearrange these parts which are given below to produce a correct statement. Choose the proper sequence. Since the beginning of history, have managed to catch. Q is the Eskimos and Red Indians are, by a very difficult method, as a few specimens of this aquatic animal. The proper sequence should be option A. The Eskimos and Red Indians have managed to catch a few specimens of this aquatic animal by a very difficult method. So option A is the correct option here. Question number 30. Select the pair which has the same relationship. Indigent, wealthy. Indigent means poor. So the relationship is poor and rich. Option A is angry and rich. B, native and affluent. C, gauche and graceful. D, scholarly and erudite. So the meaning of gauche is inelegant, awkward, or clumsy. The meaning of affluent means wealthy. And the meaning of erudite is knowledgeable. So option C is the correct option, which is the relationship like inelegant and graceful.